Screen Team Media.
So you're new. You're not a new character, but you're a new actress to this role in this movie. So tell me about how it was coming into this group of friends that have already had this relationship.
I mean, it's really cool. To me, to be honest with you, I'm born in the Dominican Republic, and so I know what it's like to kind of walk into a situation where everybody sort of knows each other. Because I remember my first day at school when I first moved here, and I was around people that knew each other from kindergarten on. So that was my first experience, sort of walking into a situation like that. And I've had the opportunity to work in other films and shows in which I've come in, like Entourage, for example. I came in for the final season, the season before the final season. X-Men, I came in for the third installment of X-Men. So I kind of have experience doing that. The fact that this was a comedy made it a lot cooler and a lot more interesting, because everybody was sort of joking around. And these are people that have known each other for a very long time, but they also hadn't seen each other in a while. I mean, because everybody sort of grew up, and that's what's cool about the movie. It did feel like a reunion for them as well. So me being a part of it, being added to the cast was just as fun.
So tell me, how was it being having this pivotal line of, that pot top is see-through? That made me laugh so loud. I'm gonna drop.
Okay, so that was my first day at work. That was the first scene that I actually shot. I got to see Jason Biggs full frontal. And he made it so much easier for the rest of the filming, because I was like, oh, okay, so anything goes. And that was cool about the film in general.
That's great. And the film is so funny. I mean, so many parts are so funny. Did you have problems keeping a straight face watching these guys?
I mean, it's a problem keeping a straight face around these guys on a regular basis. So keeping a straight face on set when they're kind of making jokes on the side and it's your coverage, it's always hard. It was fun, though. I mean, that's the cool thing about, like I said, doing a comedy, the fact that you are having fun. And sometimes you can't keep a straight face because it is too funny. I mean, I remember filming the scene in which the lid was see-through, and that was my first day of work, and there were so many positions that they had to actually shoot that I mean, I had a hard time keeping a straight face throughout the entire scene.
It was a bit of perpetuity of the Pemans right there. They're just moving it around. So you had all of these great party scenes too. What was your favorite scene to shoot with all of these great events happening in this one movie?
Wow, I think one of my favorite scenes was the party at the lake, because it was really fun. It was a bunch of new people as well, and you kind of got to see the relationships that they all had built. The old relationships kind of coming full circle now as adults, and the fact that they are not that much more mature than they were after the first one. That it's been 12 years and they're sort of kids, and you kind of got to see that in that particular scene, I think, more than any.
Now, American Pie is one of those franchises that everybody loves, and I'm sure you were a huge fan. So how do you feel about this film being written by fans? Because the writers and directors are such huge fans of the trilogy. How do you feel about having fans take over pretty much and make this for the fan?
I think the really cool part about this movie is that it's the fact that it is written by fans of the first film, and even the people that are coming in to be part of it, myself included, we were fans of the first one. So there's so many jokes. It's so nostalgic, I think, in a lot of ways, to sort of think back of who we were when we first watched the first American Pie and who we've turned out to be, and kind of giving it tribute. And now with this particular film, it's really cool. It's really cool to actually see what the writers and the directors did with this particular one, and how much they sort of honored the first American Pie because they were fans.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.